the lecture. So last video la நம்ம traditional symmetric key ciphers la substitution ciphers பத்தி detailed description பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தோம். So இன்னைக்கு lectureல we can see about transposition ciphers. Substitution cipher la plain text la each and every character is substituted by another one character. In the case of transposition ciphers, it does not substitute one symbol for another. Instead, it changes the location of the symbols. That is, plain text la irukla first position la irukra character will be replaced into 10th position of the cipher text. அதே மாதிரி ஒரு 8th position la irukra character plain text la irukra character may be coming to second position into the cipher text. So transposition cipher அப்படினால என்ன அப்படினா it is reorders the symbols in the plain text. So the types of transposition ciphers, the first one is keyless transposition ciphers, keyed transposition ciphers, in combination of keyless and keyed. So first keyless transposition ciphers, it is the simplest one. So in the transposition cipher la we can use two methods. ரெண்டு method use பண்றோம். The first method, plain text la இருக்கிற characters we can write it in a column by column. ஒரு டேபிள் மாதிரி கன்சிடரேஷன் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு காலம் பை காலம் எழுதுகிறோம் and then it will be transmitted into row by row. That is, read the column as row by row. The second case, the text is written in row by row and then transmitted into column by column. So the example, a good example, is a popular example is rail fence cipher. The rail fence cipher, the plain text is written as a zigzag manner. That is, in two lines, we have considered two lines. The plain text is written as in zigzag manner. So consider the plain text is meet me at the park. So it will be written as MEET. It is considered as a zigzag manner and read it as a row by row. So we follow the first method. So Alice, the center sends creates a ciphertext as MEMATEAKCT. So like that. So the receiver receives the ciphertext and write the ciphertext is and row by row and then read it as a column by column. The second case, the sender and receiver agree on the number of columns that have been used for the transmission. So the same text is written as row by row and read it as a column. So here both the sender and receiver use 4 columns. The meet me at the park is written as meet me at the park as a row by row and it will be read it as a column by column. That is MEMTAEEHREAEK, like that. So the receiver receives the ciphertext and he write the ciphertext is column by column and read it as row by row. So in the keyed transposition ciphers, in the case of keyless transposition ciphers, we can write the text in any one way. That is either row by row or column by column. Read the ciphertext as another way. So in the case of keyed transposition cipher, we divide the plain text into groups of predetermined size called blocks and then use a key to permute the characters in each block separately. So the sender sends the messages enemy attacks tonight to the receiver. The plain text is divided into 5 characters. The characters consisting a block, so that enemy attack is tonight is divided into 5 characters in each block and the bogus letters is added in the last block. The key is considered. So we have used one key is for encryption and another key for decryption. So the 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. So the plain block, the letters in the block, the third position in the plain text will be moved on to the first position in the cipher text. So that we can consider enemy. So the third letter is E. So that will be coming to the first position E. The first position E is moved on to the second position, that is E. The fourth position M is moved on to the third position M. So like in this manner the permutation is happened. So we can use the combination of keyless and keyed. Why? Because we have used the combination means to give better scrambling we have used this. So here the encryption and decryption is done in 3 steps. The first step, the plain text is written to a table by row. Second step, the permutation is done by reordering the columns using the key. The third step, the new table is read by column. The steps 1 and 3 are keyless, whereas the step 2 is considered as a keyed transposition cipher. So the diagram shows the concept. So the plain text, allies sends the plain text, enemy attacks tonight. It will be written as row by row. So the plain text is written as row by row, and the encryption key, the first column is permuted to the second column. The second column is permuted to the fifth column. So we have used the keyed transposition. So we can get the corresponding ciphertext and we read it as a column by column. The ciphertext is transmitted to the receiver side. So the receiver uses the decryption key and he reads the plain text. So considering the combination, we have noted that the importance is going to keys. In the above diagram, we have used the single key. It will be used in 2 directions. One is for encryption, another one is for decryption. So the downward goes to encryption, the upward goes to decryption. So we have create 2 keys, the encryption key and the decryption key. In the case of encryption, the column number 3 is moved to the first position in the ciphertext. The column number 1 is moved to the second position in the ciphertext. In the case of decryption, the column 2 in the ciphertext moved to the column 1 in the plain text, corresponding plain text. The column number 4 is moved into the column number 5 in the plain text. So in the case of encryption key மட்டும் தெரிஞ்சது, another key வந்து நமக்கு தெரியணும் அப்படின்னா, so what are all the steps we have followed? So first step, we can add the indexes to the keys and then swap the contents and the key and the indexes, and we can get the result, and the result is sorted. It will be considered as the decryption key. So if one key is given, either it may be an encryption key or it may be a decryption key, we can get the other key by following these steps. That is, add indexes, swapping the contents and the indexes, and finally sort the contents. So in the case of transpositional symmetry key ciphers, the cryptanalysis is done, statistical attack. So transposition cipher do not change the frequency of letters in the ciphertext, it only reorders the symbols. So the attack can be applied into a single letter frequency. So here the single letter frequency analysis can be done. So hence the attacker can use this analysis method. The second one is brute force attack. It is a popular one. The attacker tries several combination of keys to decrypt the message. And the third one is pattern attack. Here appears it only in the keyed transposition ciphers. That is, it follows some patternized manners. To strengthen the transposition ciphers, we can use the double transposition ciphers. That is, we can perform the same steps in first round and the second round is repeated again. Then it will be more secure to the message and it will be very difficult to the cryptanalyst. So in addition to that, we can study about the stream ciphers and block ciphers. The symmetry key cipher is divided into 2 categories. One is stream ciphers and another one is block cipher. In the case of stream ciphers, the plain text is considered as a stream. That is, plain text is considered as a P1, P2, P3 and the corresponding cipher text is C1, the letters. Here the key is also considered as a key stream. So each and every letter, the corresponding process, encryption and decryption process will be done with the help of corresponding keys. There will be one-to-one mapping. So the best example of stream cipher is additive ciphers and monoalphabetic substitution ciphers. In the case of block ciphers, a single key is used to encrypt the whole block and the block is considered as a grouping of characters. So here we can consider the plain text as more than one characters, and we apply one key, single key for an encryption and decryption process. The best popular example of block cipher is Blaeffer ciphers. So thank you for watching.